Look, I was about to say creative. Kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. I hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling start. Actually, no, we're not at a start. Shit. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't even know where my head's at. I think it's on my shoulders, so I'm not sure where my brain is. I think that left. Hi. How's your day been? Have you had a super fantastic, sparkling, magical Monday? Have you been working on the 4 ways we talked about this morning to change your thinking, which was practice optimism, focus on gratitude, offer forgiveness, including yourself, and building confidence? So did you work on those today? If you missed that, go back and have a look at this morning's edition of our Facebook Lives, and that will be there. I had an amazing day. My eyes look terrible. I've been spending too much time on the computer. Haven't been taking enough breaks. I'm about to go take a break. As soon as this is done, I'm going to go take a break before I take Zeffy for a walk because, we're now under flood watch, flash floods. So we must be getting rain sometime in the next day and a half. Next day and a half, because we're under flood watch. Flood warnings. Flood watch it. Flash flood. Flash flood warning. Watches. Warning's a bad one. We're under watches. So we must be getting some rain at some point. Oh my gosh, I feel like, I don't know what I feel like right now. But it's been an incredible day. So despite the fact that it's like 100 and something outside, just waiting for the sun to go down so it's a little cooler to walk. And I got Zeffy now a little bandana that you can wet, and I keep it in the fridge for her, so I put it around her neck before I put her harness on, and then the harness helps it hold in place against her body, which helps keep her a little bit cooler, I'm hoping. And she seems to enjoy wearing it. She sees me pull it out, and she just stands there. Any other clothing item I pull out, except for a harness, she takes off. She becomes the Artful Dodger with trying to get clothes on her. It's very interesting, especially when it's stuff like this is going to help you. Like trying to put booties on her feet is just a no. It's just a no-go with her. But had a very steady day of productivity. Had my morning meeting that finished. As soon as that was finished, I was straight into doing work for one of my clients. Got a whole bunch of stuff done for her this morning, which I was absolutely rapt about. I actually got more done than I thought I would, which was even better. Had a lunch break and made a really yummy wrap. It was a gluten-free wrap. It was a spinach gluten-free wrap. And I had turkey in there. I had cheese in there. I had these, what are they called? Yeah, those really tiny little shoestring fry cans of shoestring chips, potato chips you can get. These ones, this is like this, but it's made with beets. They're really yummy. Beets and balsamic vinegar. They're really yummy. And I threw them in there as well. What else did I have in there? Pesto. I don't remember. Oh, I definitely had cheese in there because somebody who shall remain nameless kept coming, knew when that cheese packet got open and comes running out. Dead asleep in the bedroom. I put my head in there. She's out to it. I open up the fridge. I take out the cheese. I open the cheese. I'm slicing the cheese. And boom, she's right there next to me like, where's my bit, please, Mum? I tell you. And so... yeah, so we had a really yummy lunch, and then we started working on the chat and got a lot of stuff done on the help chat today. So really happy with that. It was a very, very good productive day, and I finished that like an hour ago, and I've been sitting here doing some other work. Yeah, I know. I'm just getting a little stressed. But one of the things I was working on was the Nixies. And you're probably wondering what a Nixie is. Well, when you send out letters or postcards and they can't deliver them, hang on, just making sure there's no sensitive information on. So they come back with these little yellow labels on them. And if you look up here in the top corner, it says, I don't know if you can see that, it says, well, that doesn't focus very well, does it? I want it to focus here. It says Nixie. So these yellow labels on your envelopes are Nixies. They're ones they can't deliver for fact that the address may be insufficient. There may be no forwarding address if somebody's moved. And so I'd made up these moving cards to let friends and family know that Stephanie and I had a new address. And the cool part about these cards is that on the front of the card, you can put these merge fields. And so I had a merge field there that was for first name and spouse name. And this is so funny because when I thought I just put it into a pile. I never even looked at the front of the cards. I just put them into a pile so I could sit down and work on them, and sending the messages saying, "Hey, I'm trying to send you a card to let you know a new address," and yours came back because it wouldn't be delivered or whatever. And so I was going through them, and I'd look at the front of the card and go, "I wonder who that was." And then I looked at this one, and I just cracked up laughing. So most of the addresses that I have in my system, I send people a link, they fill out the information, it goes into my address book. Really, really simple. So this friend of mine, whose first name is Carmen, and I have a few friends called Carmen, so if you are a Carmen and you're a friend of mine, it might be you or it may not be, because I have several friends called Carmen. So Carmen had filled out the form a few months ago for me, which was awesome because I've been able to send her some stuff and all of that. But this postcode came back saying they were unable to deliver due to an insufficient address. And then I looked at the front of the card and I started laughing because in the spouse field, this is what's written in the spouse field. So it's got Carmen, which is her name, but this after the "and" was written in the spouse field. So when the postcard was being printed, it merged whatever was in the spouse name field onto the card where it said spouse name, where it was indicated the spouse name goes. So it's, "Hey Carmen, and have not met him yet, LOL." So that one just cracked me up. The fact that one of my Carmens had written that in there, and several of my and some of my I think all of about except for one or two are singles. So I know it's got to be one of. I know which one it is because I know whose name is on the back of the card. So I will be reaching out to them to find out what their address is, and I'm not going to change the spouse, but I'm going to leave it as it is when I send it to her. So Carmen, if you're watching, you will be getting a card like this once I have contacted you for your correct address. But yeah, I love that. Have not met him yet. The spouse name. So you have to be careful when you are giving people forms like this to fill out and you ask them to put in spouse names and you don't go and check them afterwards. And when you're sending out the card, it's got first name and spouse name, and the spouse name gets filled in with whatever they happen to put in that field. So I thought that was quite cute and quite funny. So that brightened my day, and that's part of my gratitude for the day is for an unexpected laugh, which I love unexpected laughs. So we're just going to go hang out for a little bit before we go for our WALK in the heat. And Zephyr will have a little cooling bandana on. I need to get a human one of those because that one won't fit around my neck, but I don't like things hard up against my neck anyway. But I could put it around my wrist. Actually, that's what I could do. I've got two of them, so I could put one around my wrist, and she wears one, and you never know. But anyway, it's been an awesome, awesome day, a steady day of productivity, which is amazing. I got more stuff done today than I had planned. So I even started on tomorrow's to-do list, which is even better. I love it when I get ahead of myself. In task ways. Getting ahead of myself with my thinking and what's coming out of my mouth, that's a whole different story. So work on the ways to change your magical Monday by practicing optimism, focusing on gratitude, offering forgiveness, and building confidence. That's it from us for today. Let us know down in the comments below what was magical about your day today. And don't forget to enter our free drawing at havetowin.com and receive a free copy of Family Tree Decoded just as a thank you for entering the free drawing. And I totally forgot to tumbles are sitting right over there, which means I've got to get up and go get them. So I'm going to have to keep one of them on my desk. And I'm not sure exactly where I would put it. But have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will see you guys tomorrow morning for Tune Up Tuesday. Yes, I have to think what came after Monday. That's how fried my brain is right now. Tune Up Tuesday. Oh, and keep an eye out because sometime in the next day or two, we're going to be making this really cool announcement. I think it's really cool. Anyway, it's going to be a fun thing to do. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up in the next day or two. We'll be making that. yeah, that's it from me for now. So have a super fantastic sparkling evening. We'll catch you guys back here tomorrow morning for Tune Up Tuesday. Hei konera! I have